If you ask any of your friends what is your study technique in economics, they will ask you a question. What's a study technique? Do we all study the same? That's bullshit. Don't get me wrong. Everyone has their own techniques, but they don't even know what technique they are following. If you ask any random child in your institute, they will say, we just sit in front of the book, read the book, that's it. That's where you have to make a change. I will share my technique, and you can Google many techniques and do what suits you. My technique is that first I hear a lecture class. As I am an offline student, if I have one day's class, I will hear that class, attend that lecture. And after that, let's say 3 or 4 days, the chapter is complete. After my chapter is complete, I will read ICAI line by line, and I mark the important lines. By important lines, I mean I select those lines which I think ICAI will ask question. It may not be the important, but I think if I didn't read it twice, I will forget the important information. And those lines which I can remember even without revising for a long time, I will not highlight it. So I will provide some examples of that in this video. Right now, these things I highlight like this. When I come to revise, I first read this so that I can remember that. This highlighting helped me a lot during my study camp. So I encourage you to highlight like this, but don't highlight all. Highlighting all means highlighting none. The importance of highlighting lies in maintaining the balance between the important and unimportant. If you highlight too much, it's like you are highlighting nothing. And if you highlight very less, it's also not gonna help you as much. So maintain a balance. So then I highlight, and my faculty, my offline faculty, which is Nisar KV Ponnani, he's a renowned faculty in Kerala. So he will provide us with like 200, 300, 500 questions maybe from one single chapter or more. So I'm lucky enough to have such a good faculty. So I practice all those questions. He will give answer key, and I mark those questions which I went wrong. I write that on my WhatsApp in a group separately. If you have Excel, you can do it, right? If you have a notebook, you can also do it. But my concern is that whenever I want to update with another questions or add, I record the questions chapter wise. So if I have a new question and I write it in notebook, it would be in disorder. So I mostly prefer mobile phone or laptop. If you don't have any of those, or you feel better in notebook, use that. Okay, when you do hundreds of questions, you may just get 20 of those wrong. Most of the students ignore that 20 and be happy with the 80. But trust me, that 20 questions will come for your exams. That's how this works. So study that 20 questions before you go to another 100. I call it last day revision questions. So in some chapters I have less, some chapters I have lot. When I get more of these questions, I mean when I get most of the questions wrong, I feel very guilt. But I will motivate myself by saying that you have got the opportunity to study them before exams. What if it comes for exams? It will be more pathetic. So don't neglect any question. Every mistake, correct it. You can fail as much as before exams, but don't fail for exam. Got it? Record those questions. Most of the time I don't record those questions, I'm sorry, but write those key points or the principle behind it so that I can revise the whole thing. And I revise them before I go into any exam, any mock test or something. You cannot understand it's important in the starting, but it will be very helpful in the study camp because you will not have any time preparing notes. You will only have time to study in the study camp. So it is gonna change your economics forever. Fearless.